Hey everyone, I'm the Canadian lad, and today I'm gonna talk about a very unique theory from Avengers Endgame regarding what Doctor Strange really meant by raising his one finger. So without any further ado, let's begin. Now we all know how Doctor Strange showed Tony Stark the one finger, indicating this is the one reality where the Avengers come out as winners against Thanos.
Forward in time to view alternate futures.
How many did you see?
14,605,000.
How many did we win?
One.
That's basically what came to all of our minds when we saw that scene for the first time. We all connected this scene to this one, but this signal had more meaning than it shows. Yes, Strange signals Stark by holding up one finger that it is the only chance where they win, and for that he has to snap his fingers. But we have to realize the moment Doctor Strange holds up his finger, Tony still doesn't have the gauntlet, neither the stones. So how exactly did Tony Stark understand Strange's signal? He could have interpreted it in many different ways, and that's where the theory comes in. Perhaps Doctor Strange was telling Tony by holding up his one finger to think about the last meeting he had with his father, Howard Stark. Out of these 14,605,000 alternate futures that Strange looked into, Tony Stark reuniting with his father to fulfill his one last wish of saying goodbye to him came true.
I never got to say goodbye to Dad. I never got to say goodbye to my father.
Howard, everything's gonna be all right. Thank you for everything you've done for this country.
Now, Doctor Strange was well aware of the situation. He knew Tony would go back in time, specifically 1970, and meet his father. But in that meeting, Howard Stark had an awkward handshake with Tony. Howard only held one of his fingers, and Tony went for a handshake. And because of this mismatch, Tony ended up pulling Howard's hand instead of shaking it. So Howard had to tell him,
Shake that, don't pull it.
Yeah.
Now, upon our own interpretation, this can be a direct reference to what Strange was trying to tell Tony. Something like, remember what your father said holding his index finger. Shake it, don't pull it. So Tony immediately got the idea of shaking the stones instead of pulling the entire gauntlet. Thanos is extremely strong even without the stones, so pulling out a gauntlet off of his hand is next to impossible. And that's what the Avengers were trying to do in the entirety of Infinity War. Nobody thought of this in the Battle of Titan, and probably because Tony's nanotech was still not capable of absorbing the stones off of the gauntlet. But Doctor Strange knew Tony would upgrade his suit in the 5 years time span, and Tony did invent a nano gauntlet, so it only makes sense his own suit is going to have the same tech as well. So perhaps Strange's one finger didn't just mean this is the only chance we've got, so snap your fingers, but it also meant shake the stones, don't pull the gauntlet. This is a huge reference and callback to Tony's father, and if this is something the writers intended to do, then Tony's father, who not only helped him figure out a new element for his arc reactor, which we saw in Iron Man 2, but also helps Tony decide what to do at the end of Endgame. This not only gives an amazing ending to the relationship Tony and his father shares, but also shows how important Howard has been in Tony's life. There is no Tony Stark without Howard Stark, and there's no legacy of Howard Stark if there is no Tony Stark. Now let me know what you think about this theory, as me personally would love to believe this is what Marvel really meant to do. If you liked it, then please give me a thumbs up and grab the subscribe button if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram to get updates about my channel. Till then, I'll see you lads in the next one, okay?
Tony, you're too young to understand this right now, so I thought I would put it on film for you. What is and always will be my greatest creation is you.